Hello guys, Cristiano here. I am a C programmer, learning all those things that I can. Hit the subscribe button, let a comment, that'll help so much the channel. All my videos, you'll be in a fast mode with explanation. I'll reduce the time to be more precise. And we'll face a lot of mistakes and debugs. Everything's calculated, or not. So don't be afraid. The link for all the source codes will be in the description. If you wanna follow, just get your copy. In this video, we are adding new functions to time and the file. As I told you before, when some new necessity comes up, this is the right time to add a new resource. The development needs to be incremental. It is almost impossible to cover all the situations. This is exactly that it happened here. Well, the new necessity was, I was doing a project when I faced a situation to read just one line. And at my current state, the set didn't provide this capability. I wrote down to add in the future. And the another was, I wasn't sure about the processing time during some requests that I was doing. So I'd like to measure this request time since the request to the response. So in this video, we'll add the read line and the time measure. Let's get started by the read line. We go to the file header to create the new function. Now we can implement. This implementation allows us to read just one line. If the return is true, there are more lines to read. If it is false, there's nothing more. Now we need to put this new function in our test. In this test, we have only one line read in the file. The first read will be a success. The second read will fail. It means it is the end of a file. Now we can read a single line. Now the measured time. For this new resource, we need a context. This context will hold the values between the measuring. We are the start and the end. Now we can create three functions. The first to mark the start, the second to mark the end, and the third to calculate the time elapsed. Let's implement them. To implement these three functions, we need auxiliary functions. The why is simple. We use the time spec struct, which has two parts, the second part and the nanosecond part. We need a function to calculate the second and another to calculate the nanoseconds. The nanoseconds part must be adjusted to seconds. To do this, we need a constant value to convert. We subtract the both values and the minus start, and it is saved in the elapsed. With this implementation, we can measure the time elapsed. Let's include this new resource in the time test. For test this, we declare the context and we get the start time. We wait for 5 milliseconds and we get the end time. And we get the time elapsed and we check if the period is greater than 5 milliseconds. Let's execute the tests to validate the new implementations. All tests are passing. That's all for now. I appreciate it if you get here. Don't you forget to hit the subscribe button, leave a comment and share. Knowledge is not enough. Waiting for more. Bye. See you soon.